Hello, I'm going to try to explain how I made these bracelets. I decided to call it the Loreley bracelet. The first one I made for the Blink for Breast Cancer Awareness for Chrissy Tredero, and I made two others, and it's designed for the use of large beads. These beads have just a small hole, but are minimum of 10 millimeter. It can be smaller, but then you get gaps in between. And these are the large hole beads. So for the normal length to fit my wrist, I used 8 beads in the center, but I always use a magnet lock, and then you have a space here. But so when you want a full wrap with a normal closing, then I guess you should do 9 sections, so 9 large beads. Put this aside. I'm going to work with these beads today, and with purple and with black. And to start, I start with a cap band. And pull one band through. Pick up the one side of the cap band and replace. Pull another band through the first two. And place the first one back on your hook. Another black band to the first two, and get the first one back on your hook. And then I'll start with the purple. Pull a band through the first two and reclaim the first one. Pull a band through the first two and reclaim the first one. So now you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loops on this side. And then I'm going to turn it around. And first reclaim the other side of the cap band. Pull a black band through and reclaim the first one. Pull another black band through the first two and reclaim the first one. Pull a purple band through the first two. And reclaim the first one. And another purple band through the first two. And reclaim the first one. Oh, just a moment, I have to look. Yes. So you start with a 12 loop setup like this. And now I'm going to get another purple band, and I pull it through the first 2 loops like this. And now I'm going to pull these two black bands over. So that's one. And that is two. And then reclaim the first band and the one you just pulled on. And then go to the other side. Grab a purple band, pull it through the first two. Keep this in my hand, and pull these black bands over the two purple, left on the hook and over the hook itself. Like this, and reclaim the first one and the one you just placed. So now you have this. And now I'm going to place the bead, and I pull it through these 4 bands through the middle. Just a moment, let me see. Okay. For the band where I pull the bead on, I use the black, so the color you used first. And since I've got a large bead, I've not beaded them yet, the bands, but I just put it on my hook, and then I pull the band through and place the other side here. And if you have a bead with a small hole, you can bead it before you do this. So now pull it under the first 2 loops like this, turn it around, pull it under these 2 loops, and then reclaim them back on your hook. It's a little bit fiddly. I try to keep them in order, but it's a very tight bracelet, so it's a bit hard. But now you should have this. Now I'm going to grab a purple band, and I'm going to pull all the bands on this side on that band, and I'm reclaiming the black and the 3 purples on the outside. And it's a little bit fiddly because the black one wants to go under the purple in the center, so like this. Now we go to the other side. I guess we have to adjust the bands in the right order. So the black one from where the bead is on was here, and here you have these 2. So I pull a band through all of these, and I reclaim the black and the 3 purple. So I have a purple band, I pull it through all the bands, reclaim the black, and the 3 purple bands. So now we have this. A moment, I have to look how I did it. Alright, now I'm going to black again. And now I'm going to pull all the bands on my hook. And, oh, this is not the right order. And only reclaim the 4 center bands, so the 2 black bands where the bead is on and the 2 purple ones in the center. So I pull it through everything, then reclaim the first black, the 2 purples in the center. Oh, it's slipping. The last black. And I made a mistake. I let this one slip. So sorry, I have to adjust it. Like this. So I hope you're doing better than I do. I'm a bit clumsy when I'm filming. So I pulled the band through and I picked up the 4 bands in the center, like this. And now I'm going to pull 1 band through the middle 4. So pull it through these. Get the outside band back on the hook. And pull this in its place, because it was only through the middle 4. So now you have this. The first section of the bracelet. Like this. And now we're going to start again with our 12 loop setup. So I'm grabbing a band and pull it through the first 2. And I reclaim the first one. And I get another black band and pull it through the first 2. And I reclaim the first one. I get a purple band, pull it through the first 2. And reclaim the first one. And another purple, pull it through the first 2 and reclaim the first one. So after each section I pull 4 bands on one side, so 2 black bands and 2 purple bands. So then we are back at our 12 loop setup. So first my 2 black bands. One and 2 through the first 2. Reclaim the outside band. And then the 2 purple bands. 1 and 2. So always grab the first 2 bands and reclaim the most outside band, like this. Now we grab a purple band, go under the first 2 loops, And then get your 2 black bands from that side. First the first one, pull it over, and then the second one, pull it over. And only reclaim the first one, and then close it off. And now to the other side. Pull the band through the first 2. Grab the black bands, pull it over the bands and over the hook. Another black band, pull it over the band and over the hook. Reclaim the first one and then close it. Now we are going to add the beaded band. Since I've got the large beads, I put it on my hook. I get a black band and pull it through. And I pull the other side of the band on the other hook. So now I'm going to pull it under the first 2 bands, turn it around and pull it on this side also under the first 2 bands. Now I'm going to reclaim these bands, 2 on this side of the bead and 2 on the other side of the bead. Get everything else also on the hook. So we have this 4 purple bands in the center and the 2 black bands from where the bead is on the outside of the 4 bands. Now again we are going to pull a band through all the bands on this side, all the 6, and just reclaim the first 4. But this one to slip, so be careful. So like this. Now turn it to the other side. And most of the time it goes out of place then. So pull the 2 bands inside to the inside from the black band. So we have to pull a band again through these 6 bands and to reclaim the black one and the 3 purple on the outside. Oh, I hope I can show it right because it's so fiddly. And one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Reclaim that black band that wants to slip away and the outside purple band. So now we have this. And we are going to pull a band through everything now and reclaim the 2 middle purple and the black bands from where the bead is on, from on the outside. And that's going to be a black band. I have to hold it now. So through everything. Claim that black band, the middle purple band, the other black band, and close it off. And now pull another black band and just capture the 4 middle bands. So pull it through the first to the middle 4 bands. Get this one back on the hook and get it on its place like this. And now you should have something like this. And now we're going to add 2 black bands and 2 purple bands on both sides again to start again with our 12 bands setup, 12 loop setup. So pull a band through the first 2 and reclaim the outside band. And another black band and do the same thing. And then the 2 purple bands and repeat it. Just through the first 2 and reclaim the most outside band. Then go to the other side. And pull 2 blacks and 2 purple bands through, or whatever color you use. That were the 2 blacks, now the 2 purple bands. 1 and 2. And I'm going to pull a purple band through the first 2 and pull the black bands that are in the center over the bands that are still on the hook and the hook itself. And only reclaim the first one and close it off and go to the other side and do the same thing. Grab a purple band, pull it through the first 2, get the black bands and pull it over and reclaim this first one and close it off. And now we are going to add the bead again. Split it up in half, get the beads, roll a black band through, and pull the other side of it on the other hook. Pull this band through the first two. And turn it around. And do the same on the other side. Pull it through the first two. And then reclaim the purple bands on both sides of the bead. And then put everything back on the hook. So now you have this again. And now I'm going to pull a purple band through these 6 bands and reclaim the first 4. That was the band from where the bead is on. And then the other 3 purple bands. Go to the other side. Check if everything's still in place. Most of the time it's not. So these 2 purple bands belong in the center. Now I have to pull a band through these 6 bands and reclaim these 4. Like this. Now we have to pull a band through everything and reclaim the middle 4 only. And then I'm going back to my first color, the black color. Get the black band, middle purple band, and then this black band, and pull this one back on the hook. So now we have this, and since it's, I think I've done 3 now, and make it as long as you want. I hope it's clear to you. If not, look back at where I started. So I have to see how I closed it. I've closed it just to end it. I just pull the band through everything and then close it like this. So it's a bit fiddly bracelet, and I hope I'm showing it you right so that you can understand me. It's so difficult. It's so, when you are looming for yourself, it's so much easier than when you are filming. So I hope you can understand what I mean. If not, please let me know. Maybe I can help you then. And I hope you want to try this bracelet out. It's called the Loreley. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.